The whole of the CO2 global warming issue is just about in full-scale collapse. And one of the pieces in the jigsaw, no near the most important one, obviously the fact that they said that the whole of the ice floes were going to disappear and we'd all be walking around with water above our head. That's all gone. The fact that Everest, all the ice was going to go by 2035, that's all gone.
Well, we still have to wait and see. It's not yet 2035.
Well, the guy in charge of the UN on the globe says that is not going to happen, and we've got hundreds of years of it. The whole thing is cobblers. But our particular area, and this is why it's a bloody good piece here by Ben Webster, our particular area is East Anglia, the University of East Anglia, which the professor has now had to step down because of the emails.
While an investigation
well, temporarily, I guarantee you, my backside to London Bridge, we never see him again, right? The university at the centre of that row over stolen emails broke the law by refusing to hand over its raw data for public scrutiny. The University of East Anglia breached the Freedom of Information Act by refusing to comply with requests for data concerning claims made by its scientists that man-made emissions were causing global warming. So these guys were doing just great. They were on the telly, they had grants, they had everything. And then somebody, and we should thank the Lord for these kinds of people. I've no idea who it is. MI5, colleagues within Russia, who knows who did it, actually started revealing...
But the emails, if you read the full text of the emails, they were misquoted. You know, a lot of them were, and I haven't got them in front of me to say that. But
right, well, that's neither of us have it in front of us. And actually
no,
what they showed was that he was doing what in golf, when you put the ball back slightly nearer the hole, nudging, what he was doing was nudging the numbers so that it showed that, in fact, we were getting more warm when in fact we weren't.
We wait for the inquiry to find that out.
This guy will never be back. The University of East Anglia is damaged goods. And, by the way, the whole argument is heading towards us ordinary people.
Right.
I'm probably not going to sit on the fence as much as Kelvin was on this issue. Although I would say that it does show that there was a time when questioning the concept of global warming was considered blasphemy.
Yeah,
but now, actually, there is a bit of a groundswell of opinion that seems to be erupting. There are some people who seem to be trying to nail down on that groundswell of opinion. But all the political parties, and I include the Tories in this, have got an awful lot of equity invested in the concept of global warming.
Like tax policies,
Indeed
so. Et cetera, et cetera.
And there's an awful lot of vested interest to want to make sure that it still exists in a credible way. And this sort of the story makes the conspiracy theorists really rather excited.
Quite right. Brown, Clegg, Cameron, all joined at the hip on this. We're all going to die tomorrow. The end is nigh. The only end that's nigh is this professor's career.
Well, the final thought from the university is the way that freedom of information requests have been handled is one of the main areas being explored by Sir Muir Russell's independent review. The findings will be made public and we will act as appropriate on its recommendations.
Right,
so
well, let's just hope they sling him out.
Yeah. Anyway, Daily Express now. Benefits.